If you've been on TikTok recently, you may have noticed strippers counting out their money and how much they make. Although all that money can be nice, stripping isn't for everyone. But what if I told you there's a way to make money by dancing without leaving your own house? My name is Mo and I'm a virtual reality stripper. Welcome to my channel where I post content about VR chat and VR life. I am a virtual dancer or a virtual stripper if you want to call me that. This video is about what it's like being a virtual reality dancer and maybe how much I make. If you just want to get straight to the point on how much I make, you can skip to this point in the video and I will tell you. For the rest of the video, I'm going to explain how I did it, what it's like, what it even is. So what is a virtual reality stripper? Virtual reality is a world where you put a headset on and you are immersed into a different world. You can play many different games. There's shooter games, multiplayer games, and social games like VRCHAT. If you are not familiar with VRCHAT is a very social game. There are different worlds you can go in and meet new people. You can befriend these people and hang out with them, play games with them, and even go to clubs. Yes, they do have clubs in virtual reality, and it is really fun. Now, some of these clubs are just random worlds where people are just hanging out and having fun dancing. However, there are private clubs online that you have to get into. You need an ID to get in. They have actual hired dancers, and they get paid. How you get into these events is a separate video. If you're interested, comment below and I'll make a video on how to go to these private events. Now, some people who make money by dancing online just go into public worlds on VRChat and dance in hopes of someone sending money to their Cash App. While others get hired to dance for certain events. Maybe they'll dance every Monday and Wednesday from 5 to 9 p.m. Some clubs don't hire and they just say, hey, can you dance from this time to this time? They'll hope that they get paid by someone on Cash App, which sometimes happens. While other clubs, the real high profile ones, will pay by hour for these dancers. So the headset does track the hands with the controllers and the head, so I can move my head and my hands. However, my feet are still. So how do they do this? I have another video on full body tracking and how much it costs. It's my first video on my channel. I will link it down below. But I do have full body tracking where I can put trackers on my feet and my waist to where I can move my whole body. I can do all the dances I want, and I also have my own pole installed in my house. I can pole dance while on VR, which increases your chances of making good money. Now, how did I get started? About 2 years ago, I got my Oculus Quest 2. I fell in love with VRChat and the other games on virtual reality, and I ended up getting my own PC and my full body. Eventually, I started dancing for fun. I would go into public lobbies and dance with people. People started asking me for my Cash App, in which I provided in my bio. I actually met this guy who said he would send me $400 for a pole if I could buy it and then install it and then dance for him. And I was like, sure, I'm really interested in pole dancing, of course. So that's what he did. He sent me about $400. I bought me a pole on Amazon and I installed it myself, which was actually really hard, but I did it. I got to practicing on my own without the headset, learning to do a few spins. You just align the pole with your avatar, with the pole in real life and the one on VR, and you just dance. Once I felt comfortable on doing that, I would go into public worlds and pole dance for people. This is the one thing that really caught people's attention because not only was I dancing on my own, I was just flying around in the room on a pole. This really caught people's attention. I would get tipped all the time, sometimes just $5 a night, but it really caught people's attention and I started to love that attention. I started dancing at more and more clubs. They would reach out to me. I started posting on TikTok and people would ask me about dancing at their clubs. I would start dancing for free at these clubs and would start to get tipped. Eventually, I had a list of regular guys who would send me money. I will say it got really addicting. I spent most of my days doing this, and my in real life job, all I was thinking about is making more money by dancing online. I wouldn't say it's the same as dancing in real life, because if someone annoys you on VR, you could just block them, where in real life, if someone's inappropriately touching you at a club, there's other steps you have to do. You can't just make them disappear. I'm not comparing myself to real life strippers in any way. I have been to real life strip clubs, and I think it is a big difference. They have really big confidence, while I just do tricks online and it looks completely different. I started flying to Vegas and doing my own pole dancing classes. There's even classes on VR to learn pole dancing and to get better techniques for dancing online. These classes can be posted online or on Discord groups. I attended a few, but some of them I didn't find very helpful. I started getting a lot better and getting more attention. Eventually, I started making a link tree to post in my profile. My Linktree posts links to my Amazon wishlist, so if people didn't want to directly send me money, they could buy something on my wishlist that would be sent directly to me from Amazon. However, they couldn't see my real name or address. So it was really easy. They knew I was getting something specific, and my privacy was protected. A lot of girls started making OnlyFans, however, I didn't feel comfortable with doing that. You could do OnlyFans on VR or in real life. So if you're interested in doing it, what you need to do is make sure you have a headset, a computer that's compatible with your headset, full body tracking, and you can get started dancing. You don't need a pole right away. But if you really want to wow people, get you a pole. So the question, how much did I make? Once I got my pole, I started making a lot more. Some weeks I'd make $500 and others I'd make over $1,000. In a 3-month period, I made about $5,000. Now I haven't been pole dancing as much lately because my lifestyle changed because of my job. However, if I really wanted to pursue this as a permanent job, I probably could, but it's just not what I wanted. I still dance whenever I want to. I don't do it for money, I do it because I enjoy it. However, I think if you're really passionate about it and you believe in yourself, you could make this a full-time job. It can get really addicting once you start making money. All you're thinking about is making money and dancing more. I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.